This is gravity of attraction. And what you're about to realize might completely change how you see every relationship you've ever had. Because the truth is, you haven't just experienced love. You've experienced different versions of it, and you've been calling all of them the same thing. You called it love when you were 16, feeling everything for someone who barely knew you existed. You called it love when you stayed in something for years, even when leaving felt impossible. You called it love when your relationship slowly turned into routine, when it felt more like an agreement than a connection. You even called it love when a friendship felt deeper, more real than any romance you had ever known. But here's the truth most people never hear. None of those things were the same thing. Love is not one feeling. It is not one experience. It is not one fixed state that either exists or doesn't. There are 7 distinct types of love, and most people spend their entire lives confusing one for another and wondering why what they built never felt the way they expected. By the end of this, you're going to understand the type of love you've been in, the type you've been chasing, and the type you actually need, the foundation of everything. Before you understand the 7 types, you need to understand what love is built from. In 1986, psychologist Robert Sternberg introduced one of the most important theories in relationship science. His idea was simple, but powerful. Love is not one thing. It's a combination of 3 components: intimacy, passion, commitment, intimacy. This is the emotional core: closeness, connection, being known. It's the 3 a.m. conversations, the ability to be unfiltered, the feeling that someone sees you, not your performance. Passion. This is the intensity, desire, attraction, chemistry. It's the pull that makes you feel restless, the electricity that makes everything feel urgent. Commitment. This is the decision, not a feeling, a choice. The decision to stay, to build, to continue, even when emotions fluctuate. Now, here's where it gets real. Different combinations of these 3 create completely different types of love. The 7 types of love. 1. Liking, intimacy only. This is deep friendship. You feel close. You understand each other, but there's no desire and no long-term commitment. And here's what most people miss. This is not a lesser love. It's one of the most stable forms of connection that exists. 2. Infatuation, passion only. This is the one everyone mistakes for love. It's intense, obsessive, all-consuming, but it's built on projection. You don't love who they are. You love who you think they could be. 3. Empty love, commitment only. This is the relationship that exists, but doesn't feel alive. You stay, but the closeness is gone. The desire is gone. What's left is structure, not connection. 4. Romantic love, intimacy plus passion. This is the one that feels magical. You know each other deeply. You desire each other intensely, but there's no commitment. And that's why it hurts the most, because it has everything, except the thing that would make it last. 5. Companionate love, intimacy plus commitment. This is what many long-term relationships become. And here's the truth most people avoid. This is not failure. This is stability, trust, deep understanding, a life built together, not just a feeling experienced together. The problem isn't this type of love. The problem, expecting something else and never acknowledging the shift. 6. Fatuous love, passion plus commitment. This is fast love, strong attraction, immediate commitment, but no real understanding. It's the relationship that moves too quickly, the one where you commit before you truly know each other. And eventually, you either build real intimacy or realize you committed to a stranger. 7. Consummate love, all 3. This is what people think love is supposed to be. Deep connection, strong desire, long-term commitment. But here's the truth no one says clearly. You don't find this. You build it, and not once, repeatedly, over time. Because maintaining all 3 requires effort, awareness, intention from both people. This is not effortless love. This is intentional love. The real question. So now, don't ask yourself where you want to be. Ask yourself honestly, where are you right now? because this framework isn't theoretical, it's diagnostic. It tells you what's present, what's missing, and whether it can be rebuilt. If passion is gone, but connection and commitment remain, that's not dead love. That's a relationship that shifted, and it can be rebuilt. But only if both people are willing. If intimacy is gone and only commitment remains, you're moving toward emptiness, and time alone will not fix that. If you're in infatuation, feel it, experience it, but don't build your life around it yet. Because infatuation is about your longing, not about the reality of the other person. Final truth. Love doesn't fail because people choose the wrong person. It fails because people misunderstand what type of love they're in. You don't fix relationships by trying harder. You fix them by seeing clearly. So, I'll leave you with this. Which of the 7 are you in right now? Not what you hope, not what you wish. What's actually there? Because clarity is where everything changes.